Welcome everybody. Well, it's here. Took a few days, but as I sort of had a quick look round, really, I'd tried it, so I'll give you my impressions. But yeah, Beach Properties has landed, and along with a substantial, I think, update, which does profess to create a lot of fixes, I guess, for Crash to Desktop. I mean, we'll have a look at those after as well. But yeah, I mean, essentially, the actual DLC part comes with not so much, to be fair. You know, spoiler alert for those who have perhaps not picked it up yet. I'd potentially wait, because it's probably, I mean, you always find a DLC which was not really worth it. And I think the first one for City Skylines 2 is definitely going to be probably Beach Properties. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just some assets which are loosely beach-type villas, and I'm not that impressed, and we don't really have anything else. So yeah, we got some residential signature buildings with it. Once you think a new vegetation, basically got 4 trees, which really is behind a paywall, which I think is a bit dubious as well. So if you don't buy it, you don't get the palm trees. But, you know, hey, is that a big issue? You can play this game without it. I mean, I got the ultimate package, so I got it anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't buy it. Certainly not for I think it's £8.99. I think €10 or $10, something like that. It's not worth it. Nowhere near worth that. It's worth £1 or 2, or preferably free. So yeah, from a DLC perspective, nothing to write home about. I'll show you, you know, a few of them later. I'm not going over the, you know, the things too much, but yeah, basically that's that. So what about the updates? So once you start again, we get a couple of new things here, which is, you know, the first one, which is the mods. And yeah, this didn't go well first time around. Lots of waiting. You know, this is a beta test. I'm really glad we've got the mods, but just you know, be aware that it's beta, and also there's no asset mods. So basically there's no assets. These are all code mods or maps, and some save games, I believe, as well. But yeah, there is mods. They are working now, but when I first recorded this, I was having some difficulties, and this is what was happening. Constantly just waiting, and then fail. Couldn't fetch mod. So yeah, this kept happening. Tried to go through all sorts of stuff. I mean, some of our, you know, CS1 sort of mods that we all know and love. But yeah, couldn't get them to work. Nobody could. I mean, I think the server just wasn't right. I'm not sure what it was. It did fix itself though, to be fair, and we do get them going. But I mean, overall, the actual GUI looks okay. So after a restart, go back into the same old thing, and yeah, we'll not show that again. Go back into Paradox mods, Paradox mods, and yeah, it is going to be better, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, this is pretty beta right now, and what I'm showing you is what really occurred, you know, as soon as it launched. So yeah, so perhaps there was just some teething troubles. It did go better, but for now, I gave up. Just kept going and going. So I thought, let's go in and see what the patch gave us. Oh, first, let's go in though and see what... well, this is the map. Now, I'm not a map maker. Never really made maps on CS1. So I don't really understand this. But I believe it's very, 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 very beta. So, you know, have a play about with it. I'm not sure how accurate it is. I can't really, you know, I can't really vouch for it, to be honest, but it's in the game. You know, it will improve, no doubt. You know, I just had a play about, basically. You can add assets and roads and play about with the usual sort of tools as you can in game. So yeah, play about, save, see what what creations you can actually make. And I believe some of the maps that are already been made with this are like, you know, excellent. So at the end of the day, you know, yeah, it is what it is. But you can certainly, you know, come up with your own masterpiece as such. Yeah, like my masterpiece is probably, you know, a long time off waiting. But I might get into it a little bit. I might try a bit of a map. You know, it gives a little bit of fun while we're waiting for the next DLC and the next patch. Yep, you can add all the assets to it as you would expect. Highways, roads, buildings. You can pretty much add what you want. I'm going to put an airport in. You can put an airport in right there. Now, I don't know if this looks like it should do. I'm assuming that black stuff is like the flight path and where the planes will leave and park up and that sort of thing. I don't know. Bit weird. So I'm thinking the black is where the planes will drive in and park and all that sort of thing. And then, you know, you can add little planes to it. Obviously, you can't add on the actual asset itself. That's pretty protected. But when you're off the asset, you can drop them, do what you want. And then you can change the ground as well. So if we, obviously you can't put it on top of there. If you put it here, put a couple there, you know, and perhaps then we can put in a little bit of concrete as well. Find some concrete. Okay. Yeah, getting a bit too close for that. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's pretty. There you go. Nice picturesque airport. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, as you can plainly tell. I'll put a bit of sand over there for some reason, but you know, who cares? I don't know what these are. Do some changes or something. You can add some effects. Who knows? Yep, don't know. Yeah, like I said, no idea what I'm doing. So let's just get out. Get back to the menu. So yeah, there you go. You got the editor and the mod. So let's load our game back in. let's have a quick look around. I've done a few since I last did them sort of prep videos. I did a few more little items. I've got this thing here, which I'm probably going to change. Don't like that at all. But yeah, I made some changes, and I still noticed there's some high rent. I don't know if that's still got a huge deficit there. I don't know, what changes made. I think it feels a little bit, performance does seem a bit better, I guess, but it's very hard for me to judge because I don't really count FPSs and things like that. I just want to see if it's like noticeable lag or if there's any like spikes or anything like that. And I never really had a lot of that in the base game, so now whether it's improved any, of the same or not, I don't know. But I'll definitely be looking to put the mods in, I think. Which that is going to make changes as well. And whether I start better starting a new, a new save for that, probably. I probably will. I probably won't continue with this one. It's probably best to start new, but they're supposed to have fixed the land value, and to be honest to me, it looks like they have. So, the right assets will influence positively or negatively your land value, and our land value is pretty good. I mean, but still, in here we've got a high rent, and the land value is, not too high. So I don't know. But is it just a case where my save might need to catch up a bit? So I think I need to have a proper assessment. I'd probably need to start a brand new map. So yeah, but I think the changes that they've made on the update are dead positive, and we will take a look at those. I'll bring them up onto the video as well, so we can see. I mean, if you guys have already got the game, then you'll know all about it. But for those who are on the fence and still wonder whether to get the game, I can show you, a quick flick through of what changes they've actually made. But yeah, I think it's been a very positive right now, step, especially with having mods. Yeah, mods will take not long. It'll take a little while to get better, but it's certainly improved. I mean, at this point, I've not been able to put the mods on, but a little later, you'll see that I finally succeeded, and now it's quite easy just to add a mod. So yeah, I want to get assets in, well, that'll be the game changer as such. We can sort of not just rely on CO giving us assets. Right, so a quick one for me now. Just before we look at the assets that we've got, I just wanted to show you really how I've changed this road setup. So I just got rid of the big connection there, and I'm actually going to use an asset straight from the game, a pre-made asset as such. So if you've never done this sort of thing before, it's always worth to have a quick look. I thought it was worth showing you this. So it really is straightforward. So you can just literally line it up to roughly where you want it to be, and then just drop it. And then it's just a simple case then of connecting everything up. So I thought this was the easiest way to deal with this, because otherwise it would be just too complex in a way, and it just wasn't worth my time. So yeah, I used the standard one for that. And here it is, all connected up now, all the railways back. It looks pretty nice actually, probably a bit overkill for where it is, but still looking pretty good, and all the rail line is back in. Excellent. Now the other one I did over here was this little scissor sort of thing over here, and I sort of don't like that, so I want to turn that into a trumpet. So let's just quickly delete all of that. Let's just get rid of all this. Now, I could take time on this and I could create again, you know, one from here, little trumpet one. But because it's the main road, I've got both of these or you know, raised up in the air, and this trumpet isn't like that. So, but at the end of the day, a trumpet is quite easy to make, especially in CS2. So I thought it was worthwhile just me showing you just the process of how we do that, rather than, you know, just plonking down a ready-made asset as such. And also saves you having to tweak things. You know, if you build it from scratch, you should always be able to build a road from scratch. So let's connect the road right up again. Okay, now we're at a standard that we need. So first thing we need to do is get to our single ramp. We'll utilize the we'll take the tool off, just do the one. We'll utilize the continuous tool, and then as far as we can. I like to take it as until the road stops moving any further. So when it gets as far as it can, just step it back a little and then just bang it in, and it makes a nice little connection. And we can do the same to the other side. So get it in the right lane. We want the leftmost lane on this one, and then just connect it up, and it just makes a beautiful connection. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Right, now what I need to do now is just fix that direction, so it's in the right direction, using the upgrade option. Right, let's take it to straight this time. So going on thing, we just need to take it up, and no, I don't think I was on the right lane though. So let me take it back down to the right level. Right, definitely the right lane, so it won't be the rightmost lane on this one. Yeah, that's better, it's all blue. So we need to raise this up so we can go over the highway. So take it right up to probably about there. It's probably going to need to go up, I don't know, probably around 20-ish. Yeah, it's not letting me doing it because of the thing. So let me just get down a little bit, and just so I can eyeball it from here. Yeah, that should be all right from there, I think. 20 meters should be fine. Now I go straight across. Perfect. Right, that's that one done. Now let's do similar to this one. So pick the leftmost lane in this case for go straight on. Take it up to where we were. The same length as the first one we did. Take it up to 20 meters. That should be all right there. Okay, looks all right. Straight across one. That looks about right. That looks all right, that. So all we need to do now is do our bendy part for the trumpet. So what we can do is just go out a little bit, just to give us a little bit of extra space. Now at this point, we can actually go back to parallel. Nope, too wide there, take it down to 1. Okay, put us on to continuous mode again, and then it doesn't matter roughly how big you want to do it, but ideally it wants to be 90 degrees. And we'll just take it down few ratchets. I've set it down for the to 13.75 now. We've got the power trumping down, so now we go back onto single. So take parallel mode off, drop it down into continuous mode now, and then just so it makes a nice circular connection, and then on the other side do the same thing in the other direction. Okay, perfect. Now we just need to fix the direction. So with the upgrade tool, we just need to turn that to face the other way. And then same at the top here, it needs to go the other way. Perfect. And that's it, we're done. That's how simple it is to make a trumpet. And this is quite nice anyway. It's a pre-made one, so we're all good. Right. Let's look at the assets. So these are the assets what we get. I mean, it's not all of them. There's about, I think there's about 30 or 60 in all, different variants depending on how far they are, depending on how on their upgrades. There's, you know, there's a handful of them. I think six different variants for US, 6 different variants or something like that for the European. I mean, they look all right. They look fine. You know, but yeah, it's just not beach properties. I suppose it is beach properties at the end of the day, but that's all you're getting. So yeah, it's not. I mean, for the price, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it at all for the price. I mean, it's great that we got the mods. It's great that we get the maps, but you can see there's nothing else here. All we're getting is this one thing here. Low density residential. Nothing in here at all. And if you look at the trees, these are the normal trees you've got. And then if you hit this button here, these are the 4 that you get with the DLC, and that's that. Right, I just want to show you what, I mean, look, this is what I was saying before. We managed to get these in. You literally just choose what you want. Your extra landscaping tools. Some of these will have their own tool tip, their own tool icon, and some just upgrade the existing one, and this upgrades the existing one. And then you're happy with it. It tells you what the required mods it needs, if any. And you just add it to the active player list. Now you can change, add required mods, so that'll bring in any prerequisites it needs. But you can have different playlist, play sets, which is good. So, I mean, for each map, you can have a certain play set. So you don't have to have all your mods for every single map. You can fine tune it, but which is useful. And then you can literally just keep installing. The difference is, of course, you do need to restart once you've installed your mods. And this is important as well. If you want achievements, you make sure if you're using mods, you install the achievement enabler. And this will enable you to continue to have achievements. It will still say achievements are not working because you've got mods, but don't worry about that. You will still get them. So yeah, you can just go and add as many as you want. Just pretty standard GUI, you got your filter on the side for your tags, for code mods, or maps or European. We've got the line tool now, which is quite cool. That means we can draw trees and that in a line, which is what we've been asking for some time. Got some zoning toolkits which help, a tree controller, population rebalance, I think, which is going to be quite handy. You can plop the growables again, with a mod. So a lot of this requires you to have the developer mode open, which is a bit dubious right now, but yeah, if you want to do it, it's there for you. Now, mods, they do say at the end of the day, you will potentially have more stability issues because these mods are in beta stage at the moment. So, it is what it is. So just make sure you've got your saves sort of like, auto saving as much as you possibly can. And that should help out. But yeah, just remember this is beta right now. So anything's likely to break. So yeah, so basically those are all the mobs that I've currently got installed. And they all seem to work well. So, better bulldozer as well. You can get that one in. So yeah, there was no problem. I mean, initially there was problems installing the mods. No, there's not. I've not tried the maps, so I've not gone on the maps yet. You can pip European or just maps only there, or you can look at North American, or you can look at save games. I've not done any of that sort of stuff. I've just been downloading some mods, some code mods right now. But yeah, fill your boots, as they say. But it's all good stuff, now this is in. It's all what we wanted. And there's European, which is obviously a lot of maps in there. I haven't tried any of them yet. Right, so how do you put all this together? Well, I'm going to build this out, and as we do, I'm going to quickly show you what's been changed. So what I need to do here, like I said, just get rid of all these trees, because obviously I'm going to have palm trees in this area, so I don't want any of these other trees around. And while I'm doing that, I might as well just put on the screen some, what's happened, really, to be honest. So here's our DLC, so, which is the beach properties. Yeah, it's fine. It's some extra assets at the end of the day, but I'm not that wowed. I don't think it's worth the price, but, I'm glad we got it. So here's confirmation from the update. So it shows us that we got like quite a few assets, some palm trees and some signature buildings, along with some radios, if you like, that sort of thing. And mainly one of the things that we've got here is the editing and modding side as well. So, which, that's really good news for us all. Be good to see the assets added. Performance-wise, this is going to please a lot of people, and I think it has. I mean, time will tell. My performance has been okay. Now, you might be able to pause it here just to look, but these are all the fixes. Quite a lot of fixes. That continues on to the next sort of lot of fixes. A lot of fixed crash to desktops resolved this state. So anybody having these sort of problems, hopefully one of these will have fixed your issue. And then finally, we've got this. So like I said, just pause the video and just check through and see if any of them fixes, has resolved your problems. Let me know in the comments. I think it's been a good patch. It's been a positive step. Not too happy with the DLC, but it is what it is. So here we go. This is what I've done. So this is how you can sort of make that, make those assets work, I guess. I mean, I've combined it with a few other stuff as well. Added some, offices and some high residential parts. I'll probably end up, I would probably take it out there, but I mean, this is just an example at the end of the day. So I've got the road coming in here into a station. Roads going underneath our highway there, going across on its own sort of road straight from the town or you can go via the train station just here. So I've just created a second line as such, just to pull them in. So it's a way of just bringing that I guess that DLC and them new assets in. I mean, that's what I would do. I would bring them over here, but they're low density residential, so you can bring these in right at the beginning. At the end of the day, you don't have to wait for anything to get unlocked as such. So yeah, it seems quite popular as well. I've also got I'll probably put some thingy over here as well, but I've got some of the regular assets here. This wheel as well as the fountain there behind. Yeah, it's just a way of adding to it, really. So, I mean, overall, we'll make it work. I'm glad we've had the update. I'm certainly glad we've got modding, maps. Can't wait till we get assets into the mods, but, it is where we are. So, yeah, probably add some tourist attractions into that at the end of the day. There's a few tourist attractions we can put in, and we can make the best of a job. I think once we get assets in the mods, I think people will start making some improvements on this, hopefully, and we'll get some assets in, more assets into the game. I mean, perhaps CEO will give us some more as well. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much Beach. So overall, a little disappointed in the quality of the pack. Always good to have new assets. Yeah, but looking forward for the roadmap as we go on. I mean, this is where we stand right now. So I'm looking forward to perhaps urban promenades, definitely to bridges and ports. So let's hope the future's a bit brighter. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Hope you've enjoyed this quick video. Let me know what you think in the comments if you like the updates.